Yeah.
Jesus!
Yes!
We love to talk about Jesus, don't we?
We do indeed.
He's the best model we've got, don't we, Dan?
Yes, we have. It's him, yeah.
And every Sunday, we come to talk about him. We talk about his modeling, the fact that he's probably the best model for anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Best model who ever lived on earth.
And anyone.
Anyone on earth, historically speaking, yes.
Daniel, he's not the only model that people like to talk about.
Yeah.
There are quite a few Muslims here who would not go to Jesus as a model for mankind.
No, they go to someone else as their model.
And who is it they go to?
They call him Prophet Muhammad.
So, are you Muslims? Are you Muslims here? Come forward, let's talk to you. Okay, what's your name? Adam. Adama. So Adama, is Muhammad your prophet? Just say yes.
You follow Muhammad?
Be proud of him. Are you proud of Muhammad? You're very proud of him.
That's not a question.
And why are you proud of Muhammad? He teaches you how to walk, to talk, to eat, to drink, to do everything, right? We're talking about Muhammad now. I know you want to talk about Jesus. Everybody wants to talk about Jesus.
Yes.
Because he's so great to talk
Exactly.
about. But we want to talk about Muhammad as well. We're going to get to Jesus, aren't we?
Yes, we will.
And we're going to start with Muhammad. Now see, the Muslims are leaving. They don't want to talk about Muhammad.
Yeah.
I would think the Muslims would want to talk about Muhammad, Daniel.
Come forward and talk to us.
And
yes.
why is it they don't want to talk to us about Muhammad?
Maybe they're embarrassed. There's something embarrassing about Muhammad.
Sir, you like Muhammad, don't you? Come on forward. Let's talk to you.
Come forward. Come forward.
I want you to come here so we can talk to you. Come forward. What's your
come
name?
forward. You like Muhammad, don't you? Come
He is
forward.
my favorite Muslim.
Come
Yahya,
forward.
come on. No, I want Yahya.
Come on.
Yahya. Come on, Yahya.
Come here. Come on. You always come
I want
here.
to talk about your man. I want to talk about your prophet. And Yahya, every week we're here. You know we do this all the time. So come forward. No, I want to talk to Yahya. I love Jesus Christ.
Why don't think about Jesus then? Talk about Jesus because you are not a Muslim.
Amjad.
Amjad. Okay.
It's Amjad, right? Amjad, come here, let's talk to you. Now, Amjad, every week we talk about the Quran, do we not? And every week we talk about Muhammad, do we not?
Yep.
And every week we bring up either the Quran or Muhammad or Allah, those three things.
Yep.
Do you call us hate preachers for doing that? Yes. Okay, this man calls us a hate preacher. Are we causing hate by bringing this up?
Yeah,
okay.
Your ministry it's the way it delivers the message. It's a lot of.
We're reading your sources. How are we hating you?
Why you are reading?
We're reading your sources. How are we
get
hating
to
you?
our sources.
For a long time, you call yourself evangelist. Then you open Bible.
We do.
We always do
do
that.
that. And we're going to look in the Bible.
Yes.
But first and foremost, we're going to talk about Muhammad first.
Yes.
Now, can we do that at Speaker's Corner?
Yes, we can.
Are you embarrassed by your prophet?
I'm not embarrassed by anything.
Okay, so we can talk about your prophet.
Let's talk
So,
about it.
Daniel, what is it about Muhammad today that you don't like? Because he agrees he is your best model, right?
Yes.
And you agree Muhammad is your best model.
Yes.
There's no one better than Muhammad, right?
No.
Nobody better than Muhammad. Are we all agreed as far as Muslims?
Allah is better than Muhammad.
Allah is but he doesn't come to earth, so I can't.
No, Allah is first.
Allah is not human. Allah is not human.
Allah is greater.
Okay, according to humanity,
Islam.
only humans,
No, he
Muhammad is the best.
Is Allah your model?
Yes.
Oh, he is. Does he walk and talk like you?
No.
So how can you follow Allah if he is
So
not
you-
on earth?
You follow
He's the mighty.
So who do you follow to know how you're to eat,
The Sunnah.
how you're to drink?
the Sunnah.
How do you follow when you want to know how to eat or how to drink? You don't know.
Muhammad.
Suddenly
say
he's
it.
gone dumb.
Say Muhammad. It's your
And the
prophet.
message by whom?
By Allah.
To whom?
They embarrassed.
To Muhammad.
Exactly.
Why is it so hard for you Muslims to admit it is Muhammad
Come
you
on.
follow? We Christians know it's Jesus that
Yes.
we follow.
Amen.
We love Jesus.
Amen.
Do you ever deny Jesus?
No way. I would never deny
Is he
him.
the best one to follow?
The best ever to
Is he
follow.
the best to model?
Yes, he is. Jesus Christ.
Why are they so embarrassed about
I don't know.
Muhammad suddenly?
We're going to find out soon.
You're going to see why.
Why you kill Jesus then?
Now, Daniel, let me ask you, what is it that you have found in particular about Muhammad that you don't like?
Why you kill Jesus?
Muhammad's personal deadly hygienes are really concerning to me on how he said some things in the authentic hadith. And if you follow him, you'll die. And we're going to read some things to you what your prophet had to say about hygiene. The most unhygienic prophet you have.
So hygiene. You don't like Muhammad's hygiene.
No, I don't.
You don't like what he says about drinking and eating.
No, I don't.
You don't.
Nope.
So let me ask you, what is it and where do you go to find out what Muhammad says about hygiene?
We go to the hadith, one of the most authentic hadiths, Sunan Abu Dawud, Sahih al-Bukhari. So we read it from those hadith to find out what Muhammad had to say. We're going to read it to you now.
Let's see what Abu Dawud.
We're going to read it to you
Your
now.
authority.
What you read in Hadith?
Is Sahih Muslim your authority?
Let me read it for you.
Is Al-Bukhari your authority? He's saying yes to all three.
They can read it from any book.
We're going to give you the reference. We'll give you the reference.
You guys
And you can go and
war
check
against
it.
That. But most of the Muslims here are Sunni. You're Sunni, aren't you? So Ibn Dawud would be your authority.
Al-Bukhari. Yep.
Let's see what Sahih Muslim. Let's see what Al-Bukhari. Let's see what Ibn Dawud say about Muhammad's hygiene. Go ahead and read it.
All right.
Daniel.
I'll tell you the references. Sunan Abu Dawud, Volume 1, Book 1, Hadith 67. This is what your prophet said. I heard that the people asked the Prophet of Allah, water is brought for you from the well of Buddha. Buddha. It's a well in which dead dogs, menstrual clothes, and excrement of people are thrown. The Messenger of Allah replied, verily water is pure and is not defiled by anything.
Do you agree with
Do you agree with that?
This is the first time I heard it.
Sunan Abu Dawud, Volume 1, Book 1, Hadith 67.
So we're going to put
Do you agree with that?
For those on the camera, we're going to actually write this out. And please see if we're lying.
Yes.
We may be lying. You're correct.
Go and check the hadith.
Go home and see if Abu Dawud writes this. This is Muhammad. This is Muhammad saying this.
Yes.
So excrement is okay to drink water which that has excrement in it.
Dead
That has
dogs.
women's hygiene class, menstrual cloths.
Yes.
It's okay to drink from this
And then
water.
dead dogs.
And dead dogs. He hates you? I let you guys deal with each other. I'm not here to quell your problems. I'm here to look at Muhammad. Do you agree? Because as a Shiite, you also agree that Muhammad is your prophet and is your model.
Yes.
Do you agree with this model?
Yes.
Do you agree with what I just read?
Not this one.
Why not?
Abu Dawud he's Abu Dawud. The Sunni scholar.
Do you agree with it?
Abu Dawud.
Do you agree with this?
I like him. I don't
But you
believe
do agree with Abu Dawud. You do agree with Abu Dawud. Are you Muslims? Do you agree with Abu Dawud? You don't know him.
You don't know
suddenly.
Sunan Abu Dawud?
You don't want to know him.
You
It's
know
more likely
Sunan Abu
the
Dawud?
problem.
Muhammad is saying that water is not made impure by
Here we
anything.
go. Abu Dawud is weak. Since Abu Dawud
saying
is
that?
weak, we
He said
cannot
that.
use him. He is the fourth of 6 hadith compilers. That is true.
Sahih Bukhari
Bukhari is the first.
Sahih Muslim.
Sahih Muslim is the second. Tirmidhi is the third. Abu Dawud is the fourth.
Yep.
So he is correct. It is much weaker than Sahih Muslim and Al-Bukhari.
Yep.
So let's go to Al-Bukhari, because you cannot dispute Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is Sahih.
Yep.
Whereas Ibn Dawud,
You want
Abu
it-
Dawud is Daif. Daif means weak.
Yeah.
So let's go to a stronger one.
Okay. In Sahih al-Bukhari 5782, Allah's messenger said, if a fly falls into your vessel of any of you, let him dip all of it into the vessel and then throw it away. For one
Throw
of
the
its
fly
wings,
away.
Yeah. You first have to dip it in and then throw it away. Because one of the wings has a disease and the other wing has the cure for that disease.
You heard this before.
Do you believe in that? Do you do that? Do you do it?
I can explain that one.
Yeah, go on.
Number one, when Allah forbid alcohol, today we learn alcohol give you cancer, do a lot of damage to you. Okay, now since we don't have the knowledge, and we didn't test that in the lab, today we don't have the technology to do that, so we believe that's the truth.
Okay, how
So
many
would you do
Muslims
it?
agree with this man here?
Not at all.
So the fly has the disease on one wing and the
then-
antidote in the other wing.
Yes.
All flies have.
So do you
the
dip
disease
it in?
and the
Do you dip
antidote.
it in?
Do you believe that?
Listen. When
Do you dip it in your food and drink?
In the Quran, when the Christian used to hear that Sulaiman was talking to an ant, you guys used to laugh because when the ant said, "Why don't you go inside because Sulaiman and his army will crush you?" And he said, "How could you crush an ant?"
Yeah, but
Ant
not-
doesn't have a boat. Now today we
Yeah, but no, but that's not proven that a fly has a healing and then disease. It's not proven.
Let us ask this, Daniel. Is there any hospital in the world that collects fly wings?
Nope.
Is there any hospital in the Muslim world that collects fly wings?
No.
And has one bottle, the wing of the fly that has the
For the disease.
and in the other bottle, the wings of the fly that have the antidote?
Yeah.
Do you know of any hospital
No.
anywhere in the world? Why not?
Excuse me.
Because it would be stupid, wouldn't it?
No, it's not.
Say yes.
No, it's not.
Where do they go?
Medicine.
Where does a fly go?
In the medicine, did they use the ingredients of different things like these flies and maybe other creatures? In
The medicine.
Yeah?
Yes, they
Do
do,
you have-
but not fly wings.
They don't use the wings though.
That's what not.
This is what your Sahih Bukhari says.
There may
Are
be
you
a
all
cure.
watching this? They
Wow.
actually believe this.
There may be a cure.
Do you believe this?
I don't know, but there may be a cure.
But do you do it on your food?
And
Do
in
you push the fly
1400
in?
years,
That is
in
not how it-
1400
Would you do
years,
it?
That is
Daniel,
how you are
no
explaining it.
Muslim has ever used this cure.
Nope.
In 1400 years, no Muslim hospital
Okay.
has ever had a wings of a fly to
okay.
cure people.
Okay.
In 1400 years, it may be there, according to him.
But there's no evidence. There's no evidence.
They have not found this cure.
Medicine.
Yeah, but there's no evidence.
If you
I'm
go,
talking about in the
listen,
medicine, medical
according-
science
Sir.
use
Listen,
many things.
according to today medicine,
Yes.
can you raise it that people?
I can't, but God can.
No. Oh,
I can't, but God can.
Listen.
And Jesus
They're
did.
changing the topic.
And that's why I love Jesus.
Exactly. Don't change the
Everything
topic.
Jesus can.
If you go to
But not today, folks. We don't have flies.
Stick with the topic.
What's your point?
Stick
What's
with the
your point?
topic.
We're not talking about alcohol.
We're talking about a fly.
About the wings, the flies.
One of them has a wing. One of them has the antidote.
Jesus.
We don't have evidence for that.
That's why wine is good.
On this.
Yeah, go on.
Shea camel milk.
Well, first, I am a medical student.
You're a medical student.
This is shea camel
Also,
urine.
this whole
Muhammad
fly
said,
thing,
drink the shea
we
camel
use
urine.
snake venom in medicine.
Yes, snake venom, yes.
So,
So why is that not in the Quran?
no, this is the...
Why is that in Al-Bukhari?
Okay, this is the problem. People don't like to listen. Would you like to listen?
I know what you're going to say, but go
you're
ahead.
not going to like to listen.
Snake venom is a medicine.
No. You like to take things out of proportion. You've taken this out of complete context.
How?
And you've used it for...
How?
Give me the
Explain
context.
it. Explain it. Give me the context.
Given this example of a wing, you're trying to say if you use the wing and you put it in your blood, whatever.
We're not saying that. Sahih Bukhari says that. Your prophet says that.
That's how you
No, Sahih Bukhari says that.
That's how you're explaining it.
No, that's what your Muhammad said.
I am explaining you.
Not listening.
Your prophet said it.
Dan, let's listen to him. He's going to try to explain
All right,
that
go on.
possibly wings can
Go on,
be
sorry, go
an
on.
antidote. Go
Go
ahead.
on.
Explain to me
Go on.
how wings can be an
First of all,
antidote.
It doesn't matter how it can be or how it cannot be. You're taking this out of complete context to insult other people.
Give us the context.
Yes, it is.
Give us the context.
For example, you're saying how, there is no use. Are you a medical student?
Yeah, you're not giving us the context.
No, wait.
Give
You're
us the
not a
context.
medical student, therefore you don't know anything about wings, do you?
Yeah.
You're a medical student. In medicine, do they use wings as antidotes?
They can use anything.
Yes
Do
or
they
no?
use fly
Yes
wings
or
as
no?
There is
antidotes?
a possible chance, yes.
Okay, why in 1400 years have they not found this?
Have they not done what?
Why don't you go and try out Why don't you try it as a medical student?
Exactly.
You're on camera now. Let's see. And next week, you come back here and tell me if fly wings can give an antidote to any disease.
Please do that. We're here next week.
It doesn't say in the Sahih Bukhari which.
No, you find it out.
No, I'm
Since in
saying-
1400
Doesn't say
years,
it. Doesn't say it.
nobody has
Doesn't
found
matter.
this out.
How can you make this claim?
It says it has a disease. Muhammad is saying it. We're not making the claim.
You're using all of these.
It's your prophet saying it.
But you're using.
Sir, we're actually using Muhammad.
No, we're not insulting you.
Okay, let's continue on. So what else do we know about Muhammad? Sunnah ibn Matta.
read
What
it?
does he say? You go ahead and
All
read.
right.
Go ahead.
All right, Sunan ibn Majid, it said, we came to a pond in which there was a carcass of a donkey. So we refrained from using the water until the messenger of Allah came to us. And then he said, water is not made impure by anything. And then they drank from it and they took it away with them.
I've got a problem. I'll
Again, Muhammad is saying,
Help me here.
a carcass.
Do you really believe the carcass of an animal,
A donkey.
in water,
I'm your doctor.
should you drink from a water that has the carcass of an animal in it? But your
Why not?
prophet says you're to do it. Muhammad says you're to do it.
Yeah, that's one of the Sahih.
You don't
No,
like him.
Sunan ibn Majid.
So you pick and you choose what you like and don't like.
No, you are
Too bad that the men that
Okay,
were with Muhammad
how do you know?
could not have that luxury. It looks like the men who were with Muhammad did not have the luxury that you have in England in the 9th to 21st century.
I don't know whether the hadith is authentic or not. I don't want to
What's the
How do you know it's
We just
unauthentic?
read it. Did you not hear it? Did you just come here? We just read the
You come
context.
to Ibn Majah now because you didn't find anything in Quran or Sahih Bukhari or Sahih Muslim.
We just read Sahih Bukhari.
Yeah, but
We just read Sahih Bukhari.
you tell us how alcohol is bad for health and why Christians are drinking it.
What's that got to do with this?
Because you are believing in Jesus.
What does that got to do with Sahih Bukhari?
You are talking about because
Did Jesus ever
you
say
are
to
saying
take fly
about
wings
No, he
and
never.
put them into water?
Exactly, he never
because
said
that
that.
will be the antidote.
Exactly.
Did Jesus
The
ever
fly
say to drink
wings.
water of dead animals?
Nope.
Did Jesus ever say to drink water that has feces in it?
Nope.
Or that has women's cloths in it?
Nope.
Menstrual cloths?
Nope.
Or dead animals?
Nope.
Did Jesus ever say this?
No.
Jesus said drink wine.
Yes,
But
he
did Muhammad say it?
He did say to drink wine.
Yes.
In fact, he even made it. Because wine is good for you.
Wine is good for your stomach. Yes,
And I
it
love
is.
wine.
Now you are
Especially
It
if
is.
Jesus made it.
And he never told us to get drunk.
Only you can learn to drink wine.
damage your which part of your body.
Here we go. Do you know that people that drink 1 cup of wine a day live 5 years longer?
Yes.
That it actually makes
good for your
longer
stomach.
if you drink 1 cup a day. That's why the French have
Ask
such
the medical
good
guy.
That's why they have such good eating habits.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to this. So Muhammad, now we say to drink water that has animals, dead animals in it, to drink water that has feces in it, to drink water that has women's menstrual cloths in it, and also to use the wings of flies as an antidote to
For the disease.
that's on the other wing.
Yeah.
Give me something else. Let's go to Musnad.
Musnad Ahmed.
Sahih al-Bukhari. Sorry, to Musnad.
Musnad Ahmed, yes. This is what he said. I saw the
Now you're going to
prophet.
reject this one too.
Do you have anything to say on Quran today?
We do.
On this topic?
We do. We're going to come to the Quran.
Because when you want to
We
find
have the
out what
Quran for
Muhammad
you.
did, you don't go to the Quran. There's not much there. What Muhammad did in the Quran. How many
All right.
times? How many times is Muhammad in the Quran? How many times is he referred to in the Quran? 4 times. There's not much on Muhammad.
So
in the
if you
Quran,
want
is
to
there?
find out about Muhammad, where do you go?
Where do you go?
On Quran and Hadith.
And the Hadith. And we're going to the
Exactly.
Hadith.
And we went to the hadith.
Exactly what
We
we're
read
doing.
3 hadiths for you.
He doesn't like them.
We read 3
You
hadiths.
know about weak hadith. You know that. No?
Sahih Bukhari is weak.
Sahih Bukhari.
Sahih Bukhari?
He is what you are talking that
We just read Sahih Bukhari.
answer you what.
What is the context?
So let's go ahead. Musnad Ahmed.
Listen to this
People
one.
on the screen, we're going to put this up on the screen so they can see it.
This is what Musnad Ahmed
Dr.
said.
J. Smith, listen to it. Yes.
Listen to this. I saw the prophet sucking on the tongue or the lips of Al-Hassan son of Ali.
Where's our Shiite here?
May the prayers of Allah be upon him, for no tongue or lips that the Prophet sucked on will not be tormented by hellfire. Do you believe that? There's the context there. There's the context there. Sunan Muhammad.
From Musnad Ahmad. And then you want to throw it all out because they don't like that.
You don't like it? We've given you Sahih
Now, let me
Bukhari.
ask you, Daniel. In this case, we have Muhammad sucking on the tongue of Ali.
Ali san, yeah.
That's called French kissing.
Well, yeah,
French kissing, right?
kind of.
Your prophet actually invented it, probably. But he did it with Ali, not with a woman. Now, how can that be hygienic? And secondly, how can you follow that? Are you willing to follow that? So you say that's not true. Okay, just dismiss.
So you're going to throw it out?
Companions out of
Just throw it out.
This party in Islam, which returns to Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, they didn't mention why.
And you don't
What
like
did he say?
Jafar, or you do like Jafar?
I do like Jafar.
Then you talk to this man because he doesn't like Jafar. So it doesn't matter who we're going to talk to, whether you're Shiite or Sunni or Jafarites, you're going to have disputes as to who you're going to follow.
No, we're
But
quoting.
we tried to give you an even deal.
companions
We
out
tried
of
to give you one of each.
But what you are describing, I don't know.
He sucked. We can give you.
Kiss the companion, you know, on here.
No, he sucked the tongue.
Hey, Daniel.
Asman.
Daniel, are you glad we don't have to follow these?
I'm very glad indeed.
Isn't it great that we don't have this kind of problem with Jesus
No,
Christ?
we don't. Come back to Jesus. We don't
Is
have
there
this problem.
anything about Jesus, right now, tell me, anything that you can find that you cannot follow today?
Well, he said, bring my enemies in front of me and slay them. What
In
about
Luke
that?
When did he say that?
18, verse 27. Did you look at verse 11? You talk about context. What's the context of that verse? You're talking about context. So what is the context of that verse?
It's a parable.
It's a parable about what? The last
The last time, the last days.
last time. And in the last times, are you ready to meet Jesus? It's saying, are you ready to meet Jesus? Not the Jesus
I
of the
am
Bible.
following Jesus, not
Because you, if
No, you follow
follow
Isa.
Jesus, do you believe he died on the cross?
You don't follow Jesus.
Do you believe he rose again?
He
You're
died
following the wrong Jesus.
Prove me he
And
died
the
on the
Jesus you're following, Isa, I don't recognize. Okay, here we go.
If he died, okay, is that anything special? If he didn't die, is that
Absolutely.
anything special?
If he didn't die, we're damned. Every one of us is damned.
You're damned into your sin. He died and resurrected. He didn't just stay dead.
Did we answer your question? Yes, that's hugely important.
You're not listening.
Yeah,
Now he's
yes,
trying to
we
get
said
off
yes.
the subject to go something else. Let's continue with the subject. Keep to the subject.
Keep to the subject.
About the hygiene of
About
Muhammad.
Muhammad, your prophet. Keep to the subject.
Two lines. When he mentioned one line, and when you mentioned the two lines, I said,
Are you
can
calling us
refer to-
liars now?
No, wait, one second.
Reading your traditions is lying.
You are a little.
We read
All we've done
four.
today is read
We
your
read four.
You read
Three hadiths.
about context.
Three hadiths. We read three hadiths.
You read two lines, and I asked about context. He read one line
gave
and two
the
lines. and you
context.
went straight away.
We
You
read the context.
We gave it though.
You didn't read the context.
We gave it.
The whole thing.
We gave it a number.
What is the whole story?
Sunan Abu Dawud, Sahih al-Bukhari, Sunan Ibn Majid.
Bukhari wasn't there at the time of the Prophet.
So you don't believe in
So
Bukhari?
let's bring this down
You don't
to a
believe it?
conclusion. So Daniel, we've got a
Do you
problem.
believe in Bukhari or not?
Daniel, 2000
Exactly.
years,
Now we
you
see
cannot prove it.
they don't like the context.
They don't like it.
They don't like the traditions.
No.
They dispute amongst themselves as to who is Daif and who is Sahih. But in it, we did try to get as many different traditions as we get.
Yeah, we
got not only Bukhari, we got Ibn Dawud, Abu Dawud.
Ibn Majid.
And we went to Ibn Majid, you're right.
And then Musnad
And we
Ahmed.
wanted to go to Musnad Ahmed.
Yes.
So we tried to get as many as you want. Now, let's wrap this up. Since we cannot find anything wrong with Jesus, except Luke 19:27,
Which is for
about
the last day.
time. Look
What-
at the last day.
for the last day.
It's the last judgment. Did Jesus kill anybody before him?
Nope.
Think so. So obviously we're not to do that.
Nope.
And what is the model that Jesus tells us to do?
To love our enemies. To love our neighbor.
I love you.
To love God
He said,
and to love our
sell
enemies.
the purse and other thing and buy a sword. That's not a love. And in the Old Testament, who was God? Jesus. What was the violent verses?
Have you been to Israel?
What did he mean by
Have you been to Israel?
and by a sword?
That was for the
What
meat.
happened the very next day?
It's to cut the meat.
Okay, but what happened the very next day? With the same sword that he said to go buy. What did Peter do the very next day?
He tried to cut Malchuka's ear, which he did.
He did cut
cut
the
it.
ear off.
And then what did Jesus say? Those who live by the sword will die by the sword.
In front of the
Don't
soldier,
use the sword.
In front of the soldier, that was a sensible thing to say.
He healed his ear.
In front of the soldier.
He healed the guy's
He
ear.
who lives by the sword
Will die by the sword.
You don't want us to get into the violence of Muhammad today.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that subject. That would take us 2 hours to refer to everything
Exactly.
about Muhammad. But I love what Jesus does. Jesus doesn't give us this kind of tradition.
No, he doesn't.
We don't have this kind of problem with Jesus.
No, we don't. He said, love your enemies, love your neighbor. Jesus came to love and to save you from your sin.
You love Hitler?
Muhammad is giving you personal
I
hygiene.
have to love Hitler.
Oh my, you have to.
And I have to love you.
You have to.
Because
love all
Jesus
humans.
loves Hitler.
do or you
But
have
I hate what he did.
no.
But I do love Hitler, yes.
Yes, exactly.
And I've said it many times over again. Okay, thanks, Daniel. It's been great.
Thank
We
you.
do love Jesus. What a model for today.
Amen. Jesus.
Jesus!
He's the
For
King.
today!
Come back to Jesus.
Now we're gonna